afternoon, South Africa, and welcome to Afternoon Express. It's a Tuesday afternoon. My name is Danilo Aquista, and I'm super excited to be here today, standing in the kitchen. It's our favorite day of the week. Can you believe that there are literally less than 3 weeks until 2018 is done and dusted? And this right here is our second last cook-along for the year. And today we're keeping it absolutely perfectly African, and more specifically, a West African staple.
And you know what it's called?
Jollof rice.
Jollof rice. I am obsessed with jollof rice. So I'm not an expert in jollof rice, so I've had to bring someone in today. You're gonna love her. She's awesome, right?
I cannot wait to share our surprise guest.
I know. But to go with it, I thought maybe like something sweet, just because we all need that Christmas inspiration right now. So how about I challenge you guys to a piping challenge?
Ooh.
Yeah. You know what the prize is?
What is the prize?
You're just gonna feel good afterwards. Yeah.
I'm going to eat whatever's inside that piping, which should be fun. Listen, I learned about jollof rice on this show very specifically, so I'm looking forward to being able to make it one more time on Afternoon Express. And if you want the details for this recipe sent directly to your phone, then you SMS the keyword EAT to 33650. Those SMSs will cost R1.50 each and no free SMSs apply. We're also streaming the show live on YouTube right now, so take your smartphone or your device and take it with you to the kitchen and get cooking with us on the show. And while you're online, head over to our social media platforms where we're asking you, how would you rate your cooking talent out of 10, with 10 being master and 1 being genie D? I'm joking. 1 being disaster. You can tweet us at Afternoon Chat using the hashtag Afternoon Express, or comment on our Facebook page, and we've got a dessert challenge lined up as well, so that should be fun to get all those comments coming through. You can also call into the show live at any point, 021-430-9881. We cannot wait to hear from you. It's going to be a fun day in the kitchen with us today, and I'm looking forward to
trouble.
that.
Genie's going to get
Genie's going to give me the eye later on. We'll go head-to-head in the kitchen in a piping challenge. I guess that will sort it out.
Exactly.
Done and dusted. Also, don't forget later on in the show is also a chance for you to win with our Clicks Advent Calendar giveaway. What's exciting is that there's only 6 prizes left up for grabs, each valued at 3,000 Rand. There's a total prize sitting there, like worth like 36,000 Rand. Total, wow. All of them put together is like 36,000 Rand. You call into the show on 021-430-9881, so say that number on speed dial. So when I give the command, that is your chance to call in. The first caller through to the show on my command will go straight to the floor and we'll be able to choose a box. Underneath will be a prize just for you. So keep your phones handy throughout the show. Now, you mentioned a surprise guest, Jeannie, sitting with her on our infamous couch.
Thank you so much, Danilo. And you know what? You actually aren't wrong, because the D in my surname really does stand for disaster in the kitchen. Until today, because today's surprise guest is going to change all of that. Joining us for today's cook-along is a woman who has taken her love for traditional cuisine and culture and combined it with her entrepreneurial spirit to create a renowned South African brand. Mogau Seshoene started the Lazy Makoti as a one-on-one cooking course for a friend to prepare her for being married. Now the business has grown to the point that she teaches the culinary arts to women all over the country, provides bespoke catering to events and corporate, and also has an amazing range of branded kitchen accessories. She was named one of Forbes 30 Under 30. She's met Oprah, President Obama, and she's only 28. Wow, what a life you've had. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
This is such a fascinating story, because I'm probably somebody who could absolutely be your target market, because as Danilo said earlier, I am absolutely useless in the kitchen, but I actually enjoy being in the kitchen. You know, I just don't know what I'm doing, really.
I'm your girl.
You are my girl. So how did you get the idea?
So the idea basically came about, it was so random. A friend of mine was due to get married, and she was going to get married to a very traditional guy from KZN. And one of the expectations from his family would be that she should be able to cook, at least make something.
Wow.
And specifically something traditional.
Yeah.
And then she went around looking for a place that could, you know, help her out, just so she knows the basics in the kitchen, and then found nothing. So there was everything on Japanese, on French, on Italian cuisine in South Africa, but she could find nothing on our own food, which is strange.
That's actually quite sad, because, you know, whenever, like, there's French cooking classes everywhere, there's Italian cooking classes, but you're right, you don't get traditional African cooking classes.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you get a lot of flack from modern women, though? Because teaching somebody to almost be a good wife.
I do actually quite a lot of
Do
flack,
you?
especially with the name, the Lazy Makoti.
The
Nobody
lazy
wants to
Makoti.
be called that.
So the lazy Makoti means the lazy bride.
Yeah, the lazy daughter-in-law. So
The
nobody
lazy
wants to
daughter-in-law.
get called that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So what kind of flack do these women give you, independent women? Because they're probably the women that are going to need your help.
They are the women that come to
Oh,
me.
really?
Yeah. But basically, you know, are you saying that women should be stuck in the kitchen the whole time? Which is not what I'm saying. With the Lazy Makoti, what we're saying is there is a I feel, very urgent need to preserve that part of our culture, part of our heritage, that is our food. So in the same way we're preserving our languages, who is preserving our food?
Yeah. So you're only teaching these lazy Makotis how to cook. You're not going to teach them anything else to be a good wife, like how to
No.
sew and darn socks and stuff like that.
People do that? No, all we do is cook.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. So now, where do you start? Like, do you start at the basics? And what are some of the traditional dishes that you do make?
Basically, depending on which cultures you want to learn, because what people don't know is that there are many different cultures in South Africa, and all of them cook differently. Like, everybody cooks pap, but the vendor cook it differently. Xhosa,
Oh, really?
Zulu, there are many different ways to cook it.
Okay, what are the major differences within all of those different...
So it would be how they actually make it, and then the presentation.
Okay.
So venda pap, for instance, would be like served rounded, and then xhosa pap would be almost like fried in
Wow.
like crumbly bits.
Now, I find this so fascinating because you were in a job doing finance.
Yes.
And then you left that for this business.
Yeah.
When had you done your culinary course? Before you had done finance or after?
So straight from varsity, I worked in finance, was extremely unhappy in corporate South Africa.
Yeah.
And then gave the friend the lesson, and then it literally snowballed from there. And then the next year, that's when I left corporate and then went to culinary school.
I find this so fascinating because do you know how many people that I've had on this couch that I've interviewed that are so inspirational, and they always, funny enough, they always come from a finance job when they say that they're miserable. And then they give that up. They give up that security, that constant paycheck for something that is going to be their passion. Is it lucrative? Like, obviously, you're a smart girl. So how do you take that risk and make sure that your business is actually going to make you money at the end of the day?
You know, I think it's the story of our generation.
Yeah.
I think my generation is seeking more than just like the money that comes with a great job,
Yeah.
is fulfillment. And it's not easy. I will say that much. It's not easy. So do your homework, have a plan. Don't just like wake up and quit your job.
Yeah.
So save as much money as you can. Prepare for when you do leave the job, because it's not easy.
Who are the type of women who come to you?
So I'd say the 22 to like 35-year-olds.
Yeah.
Working, has money for leisure. That's the sort of girl that comes to me. Yeah.
Well, thankfully, I still fall into that age bracket. So if I had to come to you, what would you teach me? What would our specialities be?
Well, seeing that you live in Cape Town, maybe some Xhosa dish.
Yeah.
Umwisho is a really famous one, which is samp. So I think we'd start there.
Okay, amazing.
We'll throw in a salad or two.
That sounds absolutely wonderful. So I'm looking forward to you going to teach me today how to make a traditional dish. So it's your recipe that we're going to be using in the kitchen,
Yeah.
and you're going to teach me. I'm going to be your lazy Makoti today.
I'm excited.
Fabulous. From a legend to a lazy Mogati, Mogau will be joining us in the kitchen later on to share some of her culinary expertise in our afternoon express cook-along. After the break, we look at how you can make your money count when buying Christmas gifts with some great ideas under 100 Rand. We'll be right back.
Express yourself.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Ho, ho, ho. I'm joking. Christmas isn't here yet. Do not stress. With Christmas knocking on all of our doorsteps, it's time to start thinking about what else? Presents. Now, every holiday season, my family and I challenge each other to a game of Secret Santa, where we all draw names and whoever we pick, we buy for. But also, we set a spending limit to see how creative each of us can be. And this year, we've set that gauntlet down at 100 Rand. And I've got Mom, and she is literally the most notoriously hard person to buy gifts for. How do you guys do Christmas at your house?
Well, with Meg and I, we don't do the whole Secret Santa thing. It's just the two of us. So what I do is when we go to Woolies, I'm a boyfriend that notices these things. She'll like hint to say, oh, that's nice. And I know, that's on the list. So let me show you what I've done this year. We've been very cute this year. We do couple spa days at home.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like, honey, you stink. Let me buy you some nice spa things to make you smell good.
Or we could just see it as the nice, cute little gesture. Let's just do that. So what I've done is I went to Woolies and I got and even though it's a drought, I've got her some bath salts. We do little foot treatments and we use that bath salts. Really cool. I've also got her a scented candle. How romantic.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
It's one of those things you can keep in the house and just like obviously leave there. It's always a good gift, a candle.
Exactly. And you don't even need to light it. This candle is so fragrant, you can literally smell it even though it's not lit.
Oh, yum. It's a vanilla.
Exactly. It is. It is. So then I've also
Well,
got another soap. You don't eat it. I tried.
Okay.
It doesn't work. So then I've also got a cut grass and geraniums. Magnolia soap. Like.
That's quite nice, actually. I always am looking for new flavored soaps at home.
Okay.
I don't
Here we go. Pop it open. And then, of course, because, Megan,
good.
I know, she needs some chocolate. So I've got her some chocolate as well, and then some biscuits as well. I think I've got
Very
Christmas
nice idea.
sorted.
You've done really well. However, I've got the limit of only having 100 Rand, so I've like really struggled. So what I end up doing every Christmas, especially when the Secret Santa stuff comes along, I buy so much confectionery things, all these confectionery things, so I don't actually know who I'm buying for. I'm like, flip, I forgot to buy Auntie a gift. I just put the chocolates in a thingy, and then there I go off to her. But I'll tell you what I've got for my mom today. So these are all the ones I'm keeping for myself separately for people who haven't gifted yet or I've forgotten about. But I'm getting my mom these guys. So these biscuits are always some of my favorite. Soot cookies.
Soot cookies.
They are my favorite thing in the world. But my mom grew up with refugee parents and they used to hoard everything. They keep everything. Every container, every box, everything, they keep, right? So what my mom tends to do is also like to keep containers. So you obviously get your cookies inside, which are delicious. She's a headmistress, so she'll keep these on her desk. And good teacher gets a cookie, you know, like something like that. And then she can keep this container afterwards for jewelry or for all of her makeup stuff because she also loves to keep a whole bunch of jewelry things too. And this is obviously under $100, so it's a really nice idea to have her like use it later on in life. It feels like I thought about her. Hope she's not watching the show right now. That'd be awkward if she was, right? Well, now, Mom, you know what you're getting for Christmas, all right? So whether you're competing with loved ones to say who can shop the most creatively, or after looking for a bang for your buck, Woolworths showing up some big time this holiday season as the ultimate present destination. And if you'd like to see what else is available from Woolies in gifts under 60, 100 or 150 Rand, and even 200 Rand, be sure to log on to woolworths.co.za or head in-store for much more festive inspiration.
And of course, it is Tuesday, which means we are starting off with our sensational Tuesday cook-along with our fantastic guest, Mogau, in the kitchen. And we're going to get started with your traditional dish, which is the rice. How do you call it?
Jollof rice.
Jollof.
Yeah.
Jollof rice.
What does that mean?
It's basically it's a Nigerian dish, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's a West African, Nigerian, Senegalese, and Ghanaian.
Jollof.
There's like a big war.
Is that like a dance-off, but for jolling?
yeah, it's a jollof.
Because I would win.
Listen, if you guys want to obviously play around with us at home, you guys can make dinner with us live on the show. We're streaming live on YouTube. Just put your phone there in the corner and just make dinner with us. It's really, really simple. If you have any questions along the way, you can call us 021 430 9881. It's called a cook-along because you need to cook along, right? So let's get started.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the Lazy Makoti, so you're going to have to start teaching me. This is how your class would start, hey?
Basically. So in here we've got chicken that are browned quickly on the stove and then chucked it in the oven. And then halfway during the process, I'm going to add my cherry tomatoes.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
which you've just cut in half.
Which I've just cut in half. So
Clem, you and I have
really
made jollof rice in the loft before, right?
We have,
you?
and I really, really love it. And any dish has got so much spice and flavor in there. I'm crazy about, especially this one. And the chicken, by the way, is delicious. Can I show you how I brown the chicken off?
Yes.
Let's get
please.
started. Okay,
I want to help
Oh,
you
we're
because I
skipping
want to learn
steps
how to
here.
do this.
Yeah, you do. I feel like I shouldn't be saying anything. I love learning like new dishes and the cooking techniques. I'm like the best cooking student ever. You never finish learning. So, okay,
You don't.
after this one, it's all you. So let's get cracking. Okay.
Okay.
Chicken, free range,
I want to
always.
learn this. Okay,
Look
let me
at you.
move the oil around just so that it's
Uh-huh.
even.
So
Okay.
we've got some free range chicken. Always free range, am I right?
Always.
There we go. Salt and pepper.
All right.
And then I love that you use spice. Tell me about these spices that you use in the chicken.
We use there's some curry spice and some thyme to just rub the chicken with the spices.
Now, I want to learn because I think I eat a lot of chicken. I love chicken. But I think it's really important that it stays juicy the whole way through. There's nothing worse when the skin is nice and tasty and
And
then
it's dry.
inside it's all like that white meat and dry.
yeah.
Oh,
no.
my word.
Nobody likes that.
Sounds like a
No.
nightmare.
So how do you get it juicy the whole way through?
Do not overcook it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. But don't undercook either because then we don't want to
No,
get
'cause you
salmonella.
don't wanna get
Okay,
sick.
so what am I going to do? Just put it
Ginger
on.
oil.
Brown that.
Okay.
And that's going to start sizzling.
I'm going to use my fingers. I feel like whenever you eat with your fingers, everything tastes better. And cooking with your fingers just goes a lot quicker.
Okay. I want to understand why chefs do this thing where they make us do double the dishes and make us fry off the chicken and then put it in the oven and bake it again afterwards. Why the frying and the baking? What is the difference?
So here you want to get the beautiful brown color, and then in here you want to cook it.
So it cooks it through. So if you really want to get a crispy skin, the best way to do that is to
Start
first do
there.
that. Oh, maybe that's what I've been
Just,
messing mine
this
up.
seals it in. Don't you do this with steak as well?
You do.
Yes.
But you don't bake your steak after.
Who's been concentrating in this class?
Star student. We need like little gold stars. We need like smiley faces and gold stars to award throughout the show today.
Okay, cool. So
Yeah.
that's going to start sizzling. Jeannie, you actually, because you're right there, you're in charge of the chicken. Let's start talking about, that chicken needs to go to the oven.
This
So
should
Dad, will you
actually
do that?
be in there. Yeah.
Cool.
And then let's just start on the rice.
Lovely. So
Where
this
do we
goes
start?
into one.
All right.
All you, chef.
And of course, we are taking your calls. If you've got any questions for our sensational guest today, or if you've got any culinary questions that you would like to be answered, all you need to do is give us a call on 021 430 9881. And we really do hope that you're cooking along with us at home.
Totally, and you guys can get the recipe. It's really simple by SMSing the keyword EAT to 33650 at a cost of R1.50. Free SMSs don't apply. On your mobile device, we'll send you a link to everything. So just enjoy the process of cooking at home, nice and easy, knowing dinner will be prepared easily and simply. Okay, Chef Mogau.
And look at this. I'm basically going to be the ultimate Portuguese princess. I'll be a good Portuguese wife, just knowing that I've done my chicken good.
There we go.
Okay, do I have to turn it
And
already?
there.
You can see
How
the
often
colour,
do I
yeah.
have to turn?
I think you can turn it now.
Okay.
Okay, Mogau, talk us through what we're doing with these onions. I see you've handed me a knife and an onion, the two worst things you can give me, ever.
So I'm going to have the boys chopping.
How do you want it
For
done?
what? What are you doing with these?
You just chopping.
Into what?
Is that because Danilo sometimes acts like a
Guys, it's little
chop?
bits.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Guys, you have to teach me everything. I'm also a
cut
learner
yourself.
here.
All right. Jeannie, your chicken's smelling amazing.
Thank you. It's
it
looking
does.
quite sensational.
All right.
So this dish is essentially just going to be chicken and rice,
Basically.
but not
But
normal
it's going to be
rice.
delicious because the rice is going to cook in the tomato juice
Okay.
and soak all of that up. It's going to be delicious.
Okay, because I feel like if I'm entertaining and I tell people, hey, I'm cooking chicken and rice for dinner, they're
sounds
gonna
boring, but
be
it
slightly
isn't, I promise.
underwhelmed.
But then you're going to say, I'm cooking jollof. And they'll be like, what's that? And you'll be like, you'll see.
Yeah,
Exactly,
Jollof, because then it sounds exotic, hey?
It does.
It is
Okay.
exotic. Actually.
Okay, so I want to know from you, what did you do and what was the environment in which you met Obama and Oprah?
Oh,
So
so exciting.
I know, how amazing.
So I went on this fellowship called the Mandela Washington Fellowship. And what it is, it's 8 weeks in the States.
Yeah.
They place you at an American university. And then the last week was the presidential summit where we got to meet him, which was amazing.
Which university did you go to? Washington?
Wisconsin
Washington State.
Stout.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I love Wisconsin.
And I also wanted to find out, obviously with all your classes that you've been doing, who has been the worst cook ever? Have you had like somebody who's just been like, you're a hopeless cause, can't help you?
I think she's just met
I
him.
had today. I had someone like try to boil eggs and burn them.
Burnt boiled eggs.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
They
they're
love
like, I
saying
don't
it
know
in
how long you
British
keep them in there. It
Wow,
happened.
that's
Okay.
hectic.
Yeah.
I think you're safe today, Dad.
Yeah, I don't think I can be that bad. Do you invite men to your classes? Because I'm not a Makoti.
Anyone can come. If you're interested in learning to cook, I'm your girl.
Have
Anyone
you
can
trained men as well? Because I
have.
feel like that's important. One day when I get married, I feel like the man should be sent instead of the woman.
Yeah.
Equality, you know,
Totally.
it's
come.
important.
True. Well, it's 2017. Everybody wants to learn.
Do you
Yeah.
do couples classes?
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Danilo, love
You
you.
see, I think business when I think these things. I suppose couples, like bring them together, find solutions to unique problems, you see. Very unique.
Okay.
Cool. Back to the cooking. So let's get some oil in your pot and let's start cooking off the onions.
It's very easy for us to get distracted.
Oh,
in
you've
this
got oil.
kitchen.
You've got oil.
Okay.
Here's our oil this side.
There we go. Onions going in. Jeannie, can I ask you to pass the board on?
Yep.
And get that all in the pot. And then chef, tell me what else
Am I
goes
going to put
into
the onions in the
jollof rice.
pot?
Yeah.
Gee, you guys are really having me sing for my supper today. Okay.
You know what else I like to do? So I also like to do the browning of the onions in here because all of this flavor that you have in the.
But now I've already put them
But
there.
it's okay.
It's okay.
It works as well.
I'm messing everything up already.
Not at all. Okay.
We'll
You
still
might
make
wanna
them
watch
full
that.
of flavour. Yeah, I'm watching that.
Okay. Onions in and
Getting
then
into trouble here.
And then our spices.
Spices into the onions already. So you keep
Yeah.
all that flavour in the sort of base flavours. I don't know if you guys are doing okay at home. You can also head over to our social media accounts at Afternoon Chat using the hashtag Afternoon Express. Go into Facebook as well. We're also asking a fun question on our Facebook page at the moment. So if you want to know, if you want to answer this question, it should be pretty fun to answer. How good is your cooking from a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 is like master and 1 is absolutely terrible? We'd love to hear from you. Go and comment on our Facebook page. I cannot wait to go read through those comments in the commercial break.
Okay, but now you've put something in your onions because mine don't look like that when they're brown. What have you put in there?
I've got curry in there. I've got some thyme. And I think I'll add
roasted garlic.
the roasted garlic.
All of that. Oh, girl.
For the flavour.
I'm not scared. I mean,
You've just put 4 solid, like roasted garlic pieces in there. This is
You
going
could
to be
never-
delicious.
yeah.
But there's no way anybody's going to be kissing me after I eat this.
So Clem, after we've done this sort of steps, what do we need to prepare for the next part?
all right. So from here, we're going to let that cook off. Onions are going to soften nicely. Coming back, we're going to add those peppers, which we'll talk about. And then the rice finally goes into the pot. Jeannie's staying on the chicken, and she's doing a brilliant job. So we're almost there, guys.
How good is that?
So if you guys are busy running off to your pantry and your chicken's looking pretty good at home and your onions are coming together nicely, the next step is to go and get your rice ready to rock and roll and get all those other ingredients like your peppers, etc. together. And then later on we're going to be compiling them all together. So make sure your chicken is looking brown like that. Is
I've just gotten lost in class again. What on earth is that and where is it going?
that carrots?
These are peppers that we just blended.
Red peppers?
Yeah. And then I'm gonna add tomato paste as well.
So
because
peppers, blended red peppers and tomato paste going into the onions.
and then some stock, and then in will go the chicken,
The rice.
the rice. Yeah,
Into that.
into that.
Oh, you're right. This is going to be tasty.
Very tasty.
All right.
Fantastic. So all of that will be coming up directly after this commercial break. Stay right where you are. The cook-along continues after these. You could win daily cash and airtime prizes or a Toyota RAV4 when you enter the hashtag Way Better Together competition. Buy a 1 kilogram classic custard and a 1 litre crush together, have the barcodes from both products and the till slip in hand, and dial *120 *5676 hash and follow the prompts. T's and C's apply and full competition details can be found on clover.co.za. the clicks.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express, because we are absolutely whipping up something amazing with our fantastic guest, Mogau from the Lazy Makoti. And in fact, she's training me from being a lazy Makoti to be an unlazy hottie.
And so we're making a delicious jollof rice today. She has one of her favorite recipes. It's from West Africa, if I'm not mistaken. And so we fried off our chicken with our thyme and all of our spices. And inside the pot here, we've kind of browned off some onions. We've put in some tomato paste. And we've included a little bit of our stock.
Peppers.
No, not yet. Peppers have gone in there.
Spices.
All the
Lots
spices
of
and the
spices.
peppers have gone in there. So if you're at home or cooking along with us, that's how far we've gone so far. All that's left to do is to prepare the jollof.
Yeah.
Could you also use red onions with this to sweeten it a bit? Because I'm all over red onions at the moment.
Yeah, that sounds
Nice,
delicious,
yeah.
actually.
Oh,
Nice
good.
idea. What are those?
See,
Curry leaves?
culinary brain.
Bay leaves.
Bay leaves.
And then what I'm also going to add...
What did you ask? Are they curry leaves?
Curry leaves.
Curry
I don't know.
leaves, yeah.
No, it's a thing. Ask Liam. Curry leaves are a thing.
It's a thing. It's a
It
thing.
is.
Oh, do you get curry leaves?
You do, but
Thank
you started
you.
a war, so like Jeannie, go for it, totally.
Curry leaves.
So I just seasoned with a bit of salt and pepper.
Seasoned salt and pepper, yes.
Yeah,
I'm
and
listening.
then
Jeannie's
I'm
busy
gonna
laughing
add
at
a
me.
bit of rice.
Cool. Oh,
Can I
almost
just-
like brown off the
So,
rice.
yeah, like coating the rice with that tomato.
Oh, this is going to be amazing.
Can I just say those
What
peppers?
does it do if you do that coating first? Like, how does it change the outcome of the rice to coat it?
Because
like
I
that?
want the rice to be like, to take the color of the spices and the tomato.
Clem, you want to say something just
Yeah,
now?
those peppers. So there are a couple of like harmless peppers that are in there, but we also blended a habanero in there. Habaneros are amazing. They're super hot.
Yeah.
So, but if you're a bit worried about that, play around with like a milder pepper, like a jalapeno. That'd be also great. But I love the habanero flavor that actually comes through this dish. You actually taste it besides the heat.
Oh.
So happy that you chose to use that pepper. How's your chicken? Did we forget about
I
the chicken?
forgot about my chicken, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm really not on it today, to be honest.
That looks pretty good, though. That looks
Yeah.
really good.
Oh, look.
Very good.
Amazing.
Oh, wow, look at the color of that rice.
See?
I know. And
Wow.
what
That's
kind
what
of
you
rice
want.
do you use? Do you use like a normal white rice? Can you use like a brown rice if you want to? Or is it a specific kind of rice you must use for jollof? Like I know in Italian recipes, if you're making like a risotto, there's a specific risotto rice you must use. Is this like a specific rice you must use?
No, actually, any kind of rice. For the Nigerian jollof, they like using the long grain.
Oh.
And then for the Ghanaian, I see they use basmati a lot.
Okay, cool. So you can use whatever kind of suits you, but a nice white
Yeah.
rice. Do you need this?
And then in goes the chicken stock.
So when you did a culinary course, how did you learn so many different varietals from different cultures?
So at culinary school, I just basically needed to know like the basics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then did you, in your own time, did you go and decipher and learn the difference between the cultural differences between some of the dishes?
It was really important to me to really truly learn how to make some of these great traditional South African dishes.
Yeah.
And what happens if you have a woman who's a lazy Makoti coming to you and wants to learn something that you're not really au fait with? Then what do you do?
So the other thing we have at the Lazy Makoti is these fabulous mamas who do some of our cooking classes. So it was really important to me to be able to empower local mamas who have very little access to the economy. So how do we bring them in? If you're like 50 and you live in the township, how do you access the...
That is genius. That is such a good idea. So if I don't get you in particular teaching me, I would get a mama maybe from the township who knows
Who
the
makes
proper,
this
proper
every
way.
day.
Because then you're going to get the most authentic flavor.
Exactly.
Genius. Absolutely
The best
genius.
cooking teachers are mothers, grandmothers, aunties.
Yeah.
I believe that.
If my mom's watching, not you, Mom.
I was about to say the exact same thing. Oh gosh.
Yeah, because someone said the other day that whenever you're Googling and you find a mac and cheese recipe,
Yeah.
that's different from if you find my grandma's mac and cheese.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
But they
I want
add those
that
like
one.
weird little extra
Yeah.
things in there that bring out all the flavors, and they have like tips and tricks. It's awesome.
No, my mother's a
history.
good baker. She's really good at
well,
baking. I just
funny
had to
you do that.
defend myself there, otherwise my mom's going to phone me later.
The only thing my mom knows how to make for dinner is toast with something on it, like maybe eggs she can do, fine. And the only thing she knows how to make for kind of dessert, but I guess it counts as breakfast as well, is rusks. It's the only thing she knows how to bake. That's it.
Well, there you
Love
go,
you,
Mom.
Mom.
Danilo just his mom more than I did you.
Wow. Wow.
Well, I've announced a Christmas present on the show. I've just told about her cooking on the show. Hope she's not watching.
Okay, you guys are bad.
So will you show us what the rice looks like after it cooks for a
I'm gonna
while?
slide this one across.
Yeah. So that's
Slide that
gonna
one across.
cook, and
Put 'em
then
over
it's
here.
gonna look like
Want to put them over here?
that.
I want a little taste, can I?
Yeah.
It looks so good that this honestly looks like a granny's rice dish.
It
Whenever you
does.
think
Yes.
of a...
And how's that?
I'm going to copy this recipe for a paella.
Oh, a paella.
Oh, that's actually a good idea. And
Thank
see
you,
how
I'm full
easy
of
it
them.
is.
Wow, that is good.
Oh, yeah.
Trust me, you are going to want this recipe. That is the most outstanding rice
And
I
how
think
nice is
I've ever
that bite?
had.
It's got like that bite to the back of your tongue.
The habanero.
Extra peppers.
Yeah.
That's that habanero. Delicious. All right, so all
Amazing.
that happens next is basically serve your chicken next to the rice, and like that, you're gonna make your very own jollof rice.
See, it's very easy, and you just have like 2 dishes to wash.
And my chicken looks really good, so this means I won the jollof.
Aha! Congratulations! Now, guys, more cooking still to come after the break as Clem puts us to the test with a dessert challenge. Jeannie won this jollof challenge. I wonder what's going to be happening after the next challenge. Plus, the 2017 Clicks Advent Calendar giveaway is coming up later in the show. So keep your number, our number specifically, on speed dial. That's 021 430 9881. And remember, the lines will only open when we say so. So stay right where you are. It could be announced soon. The Clicks Advent Calendar on Afternoon Express has 36,000 rands worth of prizes to be won to make your Christmas wishes come true. Among the prizes we're giving away, there's been a Net Florist hamper and a delicious hamper of fine chocolates and confectionery. But the joy continues with a collection of Gents Fine fragrances and a sorbet product hamper up for grabs. Don't miss your chance to win with hashtag Clicks Christmas and Afternoon Express at 4 p.m. on SABC3. Clover Classic, the creamy taste that takes you back. Made with love by Clover.
Made with love by Clover.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express, of course, it is a crazy Tuesday cook-along. We always get up to such nonsense in this kitchen. And now it's time for dessert. Now, what's more elegant than beautifully presented choux pastry filled with the creamiest cream patisserie, which is exactly what Clem has made using Clover's classic custard. But today, Clem has decided to challenge the rest of us to show off our piping skills in a Clover Classic piping challenge. Now, with heavenly flavour found in Clover Classic custard, it is no wonder that Clem decided to use the South African staple as part of his challenge. So we are going to have to pipe 5 of these beautiful pastries in the shortest time possible, but it's not all about speed. Presentation is also key.
I thought the piping challenge was going to be about how quickly you can pour all of the filling into your mouth.
Why have you got so many?
I want to swap.
Okay.
There we go.
Don't make this unfair now.
I think something
not at all.
You know that we're very competitive in this love.
I originally wanted 5 beautiful pastries.
Yeah.
Now all I want, you have to do 3 each, I want 9. Okay?
What?
So here's your little reference in the front.
I just want to know where the clock is. Oh.
Look at the front, there's your reference. Okay? Beautifully piped. You can decorate it as well. You got some chocolate in front. And then after that, go crazy. You got some berries, got some sprinkles.
Oh,
but I
don't know what to do now.
Shucks.
How are you opening that?
I've just broken it.
Why is
one.
Jeannie cheating? Can I go?
Go for it. But it's not
Jeannie's
a
not
speed test, guys.
cheating.
Beauty
it's
and
not
precision.
speed.
Beauty is not about it. You have to close it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, but why is that
Presentation
upside
is
down? There we
everything.
go.
So this is a classic French dessert, which we've obviously put our local spin on by using Clover Classic
So
custard.
this is a profiterole, but why do we call them chocolate eclairs here?
It's the same thing, to be honest. A profiterole, once you put the cream in and then you put your chocolate on top, it becomes an eclair.
How'd you open this?
Oh, wait, so have I cheated?
I just
No,
broke
I'm
it.
I don't know, I don't know. Okay, I love the precision on the ladies' teams.
No need for position, it's about speed.
Can we just note?
Both.
No
Not
speed.
About.
Okay, so the idea is that obviously we don't have a judge because Clem is obviously going to be biased and choose Jeannie to be the winner. We know Mogau is too nice to be able to say that actually I was the winner. So how about you at home become the judges? Head over to Twitter right now, #AfternoonExpress. You can share your thoughts. Whose profiteroles, etc. look better? Is it Team Jeannie or Team Dan?
You know
Alright.
who you want to vote for.
You know who you want to vote for.
You know who you
So
want
I
to vote
thought
Okay.
about this specific challenge. I thought it'd be so great for kids to do in the holidays. Dan can't burn himself because there's nothing hot. His chocolate's just about warm. His custard is cold. He can't cut himself. I cut it for him already. So I think it's a great one for families. Don't you think?
I'm too focused on this competition to be thinking about how this is going to be applied to families, Clement. Good ideas.
I did not know you were this competitive, Dan.
Me? Never.
Did I mention there is no prize?
I taught him really well.
All right, ladies and gents, I think mine are done.
Look at that. Dan, I'm quite impressed. Can I just style it for you like a second?
No.
No need for-
No. I just want our viewers to
What are
see
you
this.
styling for?
Look at
Look
that.
how good that looks, ladies and gents. #Team Dan, #Afternoon Express. He said it was about speed and precision. This is speed and precision and beauty at its finest. You cannot see any better profiteroles in your life than right here on Afternoon Express. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you... Not gonna eat the rest of it.
That's a good idea. Maybe Jeannie should sell it the way you just sold yours. So Jeannie, would you want to give us like a 10-second to sell your profiteroles?
Yeah, should I?
Yes. Here we go.
I'm going to do it to this camera.
No. You may...
You lose, Dan. Dan, you do it. You do your sexy little...
Drops piping bag. I quit.
Drops
I'm
the
out.
mic.
No one can beat that. Ladies and gents, the show is over. Afternoon Express is all fair forever. Done and dusted. No need. So I get that chocolate off your lips? There we go. Oh, wow. All right.
I'm sorry, Mogau. I'm sorry.
It's getting hot.
You see, I'm not really a lazy Makoti, eh?
Right.
That was certainly the most delicious challenge that we've ever had on the show. And it is definitely one to try with the family. Now it's time to bring Clover home for the holidays with amazing Clover hampers to be won. All you have to do is head over to our Facebook page and comment on the custard post with the answer to this question. What traditional family Christmas dessert made with Clover Classic custard is a must on your festive season table? Let us know and don't miss out on it. And I hope you have your phone on standby because after the break it is the Day 7, I think, of our Advent Calendar giveaway 2017, where you stand a chance to win a prize worth 3,000 Rand live on the show. So jot down our number right now and get ready to call in and comment. That number is 021 430 9881. We'll see you after the break.
And Christmas has come early.
You're so
Clover Classic, the creamy taste that takes you back. Made with love by Clover.
Made with love by Clover.
Express yourself.
The Clicks Advent Calendar on Afternoon Express has 36,000 rands worth of prizes to be won to make your Christmas wishes come true. There's been a net florist hamper and a delicious hamper of fine chocolates and confectionery. But the joy continues with a collection of gents' fine fragrances and a sorbet product hamper up for grabs.
You get a prize, you get a prize, everybody gets a prize. 36,000 rands of prizes to be given away in the Clicks Advent Calendar giveaway. And ladies and gentlemen, I can officially announce the lines are now open. Call in live 021-430-9881. First person to the floor gets to choose a number. I will lift up the box and whatever's underneath is yours at home. Now, yesterday, Vanessa won the confectionery hamper to the value of 3,000 rand, but there are still so many more prizes to be won. So your chances aren't done yet if you haven't managed to get through. With 6 boxes left to choose from, which box will today's winner pick? We're about to find out shortly. The only numbers that I've got available for you today are numbers 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 10. Those numbers again, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 10. Underneath each is 3,000 rand. We're going to be crossing to Johannesburg for our winner for today. Welcome to Afternoon Express. Who am I speaking to?
You're speaking to Sia.
How are you, Sia?
I'm finding you.
I'm doing very good, thank you. So how's Johannesburg today? Is the rain subsided?
Nice, still raining.
Still raining. Well, can I make your day much brighter on the show today?
Yes, please.
All right, so you have already a winner, basically. So I need you to choose a box number, either numbers 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, or 10. And underneath that box is a prize worth 3,000 rand. So which number are you going to pick?
Give me number 10.
Number 10. All there on my right-hand side. Why did you choose number 10? Is it a lucky number of yours?
Yes.
I'm going to tap this one and see what's inside. It taps and sounds very nice. Sounds expensive. It sounds lovely. You have won yourself, Sia, a very cool sorbet hamper. Congratulations!
Thank you.
So, Sia, now you can pamper yourself or your family and friends over this festive season. This gift is about to be beautifully wrapped and sent its way towards you. So stay on the line and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling happy.
Lovely. Well, enjoy it, Sia, and I hope the rain subsides soon. Bring it to Cape Town.
Yes, me too.
All right, my scud, stay on the line so we can keep your details. Don't forget about the Clicks Advent Calendar grand prize at the end of the competition worth 50,000 Rand of products, including a 5,000 Rand Clicks gift card, lint hamper, and so much more. Just head over to the Afternoon Express Facebook page and reply to the competition post listing the 3 items from Clicks that are on your personal wish list. And don't forget to use the hashtag ClicksChristmas. Remember, VAS rates apply, T's and C's apply too. Visit afternoonexpress.co.za to find them. Competition will close on the 20th of December. Ho, ho, ho from Afternoon Express and Clicks.
'Tis the season to be winning with the Clicks Advent Calendar competition on Afternoon Express. Call in, pick a box, and you could win hampers of fragrances, body care products, cosmetics, and sweet treats, and so much more from hashtag ClicksChristmas.
So congratulations to Sia. How cool.
Yeah, that was an absolutely wonderful prize. So do we know yet who the viewers' choice is on the Profiteroles?
I've been scrolling
thing.
through Twitter.
Have you
during the
really?
ad break. Yes, I have been.
Did you?
I'm just going to say that people were really happy with my presentation. I'm just going to say that. But they were thinking that you were pretty cool. I'm not too sure what the final result is going to be. Should I check for us?
Yeah, please check. In the meantime, if you really love these Profiteroles as well, which, trust me, they are ridiculously delicious, all you need to do is SMS the keyword Clover to 33650, and then an SMS with all of the details that you need to know to make this little mouthful of deliciousness will be sent straight to your phone. Come, let me know.
Okay, so I'm going to read some of them out that goes, lol, how I love Jeannie D as Lazy Makoti in the kitchen, all right? But there wasn't a vote. Damien Tim says Afternoon Express and Genius all the way for the win. That's one of you with a smiley face. Then, you know, the attention just they turned their back on you, Jeannie. They did.
No.
After that presentation, hashtag Team Dan wins. Hashtag Team Dan from Siwa Seesaw. Patience, Afternoon Express. Team Dan did the most.
I don't know if you're reading this correctly.
Precious Gold, Team Dan, Afternoon Express.
Jeannie, I got one.
Okay, Jeannie got one there. And there was some...
No, you decided to give your own hashtag.
I just searched my own hashtag. I didn't even search it. That's probably what I did.
He just honestly searched hashtag Team Dan and I still won.
That's so bad, Dan.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, anyway, speaking about progress, I want to know how many of the women that you've taught how to cook and that you've converted from being a lazy Makoti to a hot Makoti, how many of them have come back to you with success stories?
All of them.
Really?
All of them.
So I want to know one of the
tell us
stories,
some
like a
stories.
success story. Tell me, I want to know about one of the worst brides, like Makotizilla,
Yeah.
like Bridezilla, who was so awful in the kitchen, and then you were able to swing things around for the mother-in-law to love her.
For instance, the very first girl that I did the lesson with, the inspiration behind the business. So she was like typical Santon girl, cannot even make a sandwich, that kind of girl, disaster. And yeah, now she's happily trying out stuff in the kitchen, experimenting on her own, brand new things that she can try out in the kitchen. So that's a story I always love
That is
to hear.
amazing. Have you ever heard from any of the mother-in-laws?
To say, yo,
Actually,
can I come back?
no.
Yeah.
No, now I think you should, because that'll be interesting.
Should, yeah.
And then I heard that you've got this really cool tip when it comes to cooking, because one of my worst things in the world is when guests come over and they're hoping for me to cook, because they know I love food and they don't like to make food.
Yeah.
But my problem is I've only got like 3 things that I can make that I just keep rotating. And apparently you've got quite a cool tip around that. So help us understand, how do know, like, how do we get ourselves prepared for making meals? Do we just have a couple of go-tos? Do we like take a cookbook? What is your advice?
That's actually great to have 2 or 3 really great dishes that you know you will never mess up. If I wake you up in the middle of the night and ask you to make this, you can make it. Yeah.
So, a lazy Makoti is a lazy daughter-in-law, whatever.
Daughter-in-law, yeah.
What's the lazy son-in-law? Lazy Makota?
Lazy mkwenyan.
Mkwenyana.
Because let me just tell you what happened to Clem. Clem wanted to dish, but he dished dessert first.
I mean, why not?
Well,
Why can't you have
It's
dessert
December.
first?
Okay, it's December, and then I'm
right.
you need to go for lessons, Clem.
We're gonna
The
start
grey
with-
plate is for dessert and the white one's for mains. I've messed this up.
You have.
Well, it's fine because summer is here. So if you eat your main on a dessert plate, you tend to not overeat.
Thank you. I also want to. Can I ask you to do me a favor and just first of all go find on the Afternoon Express page. I want to see if anybody else cooks as badly as we do on the show. Like, does anyone else rated themselves a 10? And if they have, I want you in the loft. If you've rated yourself a 10, you better be in this loft soon, making us a delicious meal.
Okay, Mary Michelle says good enough. She's a 7 out of 10. I have the ability to reproduce dishes seen on TV. Mary, well then let us know. We want to see your photographs on dishes that you've seen here on Afternoon Express. Lorato says, I'd say 8.5. I love cooking so much. Unfortunately for me, everyone I've cooked for, family and friends, and of course my boyfriend. I love my food. Do you know that I had a dinner party once and I tried out a Italian dish and everybody got sick.
Oh no! And the other time Jeannie had to entertain, she literally phoned Clem and had him on the phone.
Every time I entertain, I have Clem on the phone the whole way in the kitchen, literally every single time.
Clem, why are you driving such a nice car at the moment?
I literally don't entertain unless I've got Clem on the phone like this while I'm trying to cook. Okay. Tanya says, I love eating good food, but my cooking is just edible. Then Fadima says 8 out of 10. Wow, I reckon all of our viewers on Afternoon Express say they know how to cook really well. Hopefully that's because you've been watching the show and we've been able to inspire you. So my cooking's definitely improved since, well, no, my food shopping's improved since I've been working on the show.
That's something.
Okay.
It's a skill.
So,
not nothing.
I know lots of young people who are wanting to get into the world of chefery and they want to get into making food.
Chefery.
And is it chefery? I don't know, is it a thing on chefing? They get into the world of food.
Okay,
They want to get into the hospitality industry. What do you recommend to young people who want to break into an industry like yours?
I definitely say it's never. It's always a good investment to invest in your education. So I'd definitely advise starting there.
Okay, so actually going to cooking school, is it worthwhile? Not just learning from your mum?
It's very worthwhile to go to school.
But you learn from your mom.
Yeah.
Depending on what kind of mom you have. Yeah.
Okay, so now we're going to taste this.
I've
The
been
proof is
tasting it.
in the pudding, is what I can
It's so
say.
good.
It is.
Loving it.
Really?
And I like
Yeah.
the kick of the pepper.
Yeah, that
yum.
jalapeno in there. Okay, what do you recommend? Do I taste a bit of chicken with the rice? Okay.
And name me some of the other dishes that you make that are traditional. Like I know
I didn't give myself a TV
when I did
bite.
Zulu at school, it was quite a big deal for us, and so I know how to make a lot of Zulu dishes. But then you said that they're Xhosa dishes and Sotho dishes and all of that. What are some of the highlights we can come and learn from your school?
Mogodu, that's tripe.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh no, I learned
How do you
to
do
make
it?
that. It's not happening again.
Tomato? Is it you do it in a tomato sauce?
Yeah, I like to even put some curry in there.
Nice. Okay, so you make mogodu.
Steamed bread, ujekle.
Yes.
Some morogo.
Morogo.
which is kale.
Okay, so if a guy wants to pay my dad labola, can I say, oh, I can make jollof?
Not in South Africa.
It's West African. Sorry.
Well, who's that guy? Isn't it? No, who's that soccer player from Ivory Coast?
I don't want soccer.
Wow, you guys are useless. He's that really, really hot soccer player from the Ivory Coast.
I eat food and scroll Instagram.
What's his name?
Drogba.
Didier Drogba, yes.
There we go, exactly.
If Didier Drogba wanted to give me labola, then I could make him this, no?
And it would be a very sizable
I'd have to make it in a
lobola.
bikini for him to pay my labola. But I mean, it would work.
What I love about this dish is that you can play around with some of the flavors as well. So obviously we made a very tomato-y flavor here, but jollof can be made in any different style. You can add, imagine taking some of your peppers and not blending the peppers, but keeping them nice and crunchy. That gives it a nice sort of dynamic as well. And there are multiple ways of making jollof, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
The idea of jollof is just flavored rice.
And the best part is it's one pot. So not too
Yeah.
many dishes.
Yeah, one pot wonders.
Perfect for me, guys. I'm moving to the Ivory Coast.
And then, ladies and gents, it's like trendy because at home what you can do is you can serve it in the pot. It's quite
Exactly.
trendy to serve it in the pot. How cool is that?
Yeah. Now, anyway, this was amazing. But now tomorrow should be a very interesting episode of Afternoon Express because we have got astrology expert Ron Suskin joining us. He's got more than 30 years in the industry and he'll be looking at our stars for 2018 and what to expect from the coming year. Let me see your palm. Ooh, I can tell you one thing about your future. You need to wash your hands. Thank you so much for coming and I wish you the best in your business. It was amazing having you here. And we'll be back again tomorrow, same time, same place. So from us, good night and happy eating.
This is so good.
This is ridiculous.
It is, yeah.
Afternoon Express. Made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.